Let us solve question number 23, guys. So what do we have? Question from solution and colligative properties. So the osmotic pressure of a solution of NaCl is 0.1 atmospheres. So what do we have? We have a NaCl solution. Osmotic pressure is 0.1 atmosphere. And that of a glucose solution is 0.2 atmospheres. The osmotic pressure of a solution formed by mixing 1 liter of the sodium chloride solution with 2 liters of glucose solution is, so we have to find this value of X. Okay, so how to go about it, guys? First thing what we have is, first let us look at the osmotic pressure of NaCl. So osmotic pressure of NaCl is 0.1. So this will be equal to what? This will be equal to I. So value of I stands for Van't Hoff factor. So Van't Hoff factor will be how much? That will be 2. Okay, into C1 into RT. So this is for NaCl. What I am writing is for NaCl. Second one, 0.2 is equal to the value of I for a glucose solution will be 1. So 1 into C2 RT. Yes. Okay. So what we have over here is, we get the value of C1 and C2. We get the value of what? We get the value of C1 and C2. So this is for glucose. So we can get the concentration of NaCl and concentration of glucose. So concentration of NaCl would be what? Would be 0.1 divided by 2 into RT. And concentration of glucose would be how much? Would be 0.2 divided by RT, right? So this is your initial concentrations. Now what we are doing is, if you check carefully over here, we have 1 liter of NaCl solution and 2 liters of glucose. So the new concentrations will be what? So the new concentration of NaCl, I'll take it as C1 dash. So new concentration would be 0.1 divided by 6 RT. Yes, you are taking one volume, so the total volume is 3 liters. So the new concentration would be what? 0.1 upon 3 into 2 RT. So that is 0.1 upon 6 RT. Yes. If I talk about the new concentration of glucose, so that will be how much? That will be 0.2. You are taking 2 liters of glucose. You are taking 2 liters of glucose. So 0.2 into 2 divided by what? Divided by 3 RT. So you have got the new concentrations of NaCl and glucose. Now we'll calculate the new osmotic pressure. So what will be the new osmotic pressure? Let's see. So the new osmotic pressure would be what? The new osmotic pressure will be I into C1 dash into RT plus I into C2 dash into RT. So what is I for NaCl? I for NaCl is 2. Okay, what is C1 dash? C1 dash is 0.1 upon 6. RT will cancel, guys. Okay. What is I for glucose? That is 1. So we don't need to write that. So this will be what? This will be 0.4 upon 3. So the pressure, osmotic pressure that we are calculating will be how much? This will be 0.1 upon 3 plus 0.4 upon 3. That will be 0.167 atmospheres. So we'll convert this because we want it in the multiple of 10 to the power minus 3. So the answer would be how much? Answer would be 167 into 10 to the power minus 3 atmosphere. So your answer over here is 167, guys. So X, value of X over here is 167. Okay, I hope you have understood this, guys. A tricky question, I would say. Okay, let's move on to the next question. Question number 24. A 100 ml solution was made by adding, so what we have, 100 ml solution was made by adding 1.43 grams of sodium carbonate .xH2O. The normality of the solution is 0.1, the value of x. We have to find the molecules of crystallization over here. So how we'll go about it, let's see. What is the formula for normality? Normality is equal to what? Normality is equal to mass upon equivalent mass. So how do we calculate the equivalent mass? How do we calculate the equivalent mass, guys? It is molar mass upon n factor, right? So what is the n factor for Na2CO3? N factor for Na2CO3 is 2. If the n factor is 2, the molar mass will be how much? 106 plus 18x divided by 2, and this will be multiplied by what? Multiplied by the volume. What is volume? Volume is 100 ml. So 1 upon 100 into 1000, guys. So you just apply the formula for normality, and as I solve this equation, I will get the value of x as what? I will get the value of x as 10, guys. So how many molecules of water I have over there? I have 10 molecules of water, guys. Yes, is it clear, guys? Just calculation involved, nothing else. Know the formula for normality and solve this. Okay, let us go on to the last question of this paper, that is the 25th question. The number of molecules with energy greater than the threshold energy for a reaction increases 5-fold by a rise of temperature from 27 degrees Celsius to 42 degrees Celsius. Its energy of activation is, they have given us the value of log ln phi, that is 1.604, r we have to take as 8.314. In this case, what we should note is it increases by 5-fold. Basically, they are giving us the ratio of K2 by K1. This is 5. Now, what we do over here is we take help of Arrhenius equation, that is A e raised to minus Ea by RT. And since we have two different temperatures, we'll take it at two different temperatures and we'll apply log. So what we'll get? We will get ln K2 by K1 is equal to Ea by R 1 upon T1 minus 1 upon T2. Okay, we know the value of K2 by K1, right? We know the value of K2 by K1. So what is the value of K2 by K1? It is 5. So this is Ea upon 8.314. Temperature T1. What is the temperature T1 given to us? 27 degrees Celsius, that is 300 Kelvin. 42 degrees Celsius, that is 315 Kelvin. That is 315 Kelvin. So 1 upon 300 minus 1 upon 315. So what we have to do is just take the values, put Ea on one side, take rest all the things on the other side. So what you will get? Ea is equal to ln phi is 1.6094 multiplied by 8.314 multiplied by 300 into 315 divided by what? Divided by 15 days. So when you solve this, what we'll get? We'll get the value of Ea as 84297.48 joules per moles, guys. So that is your final answer, guys. That is your final answer. So I hope you have understood this, guys. Okay, it was, I'll say, the paper was on the difficult side a little bit. The organic part was especially difficult, but there were questions from colloids, there were questions from chemistry in everyday life, biomolecules, which makes the paper a little moderate paper, guys. Okay, I'll see you in the next session, guys. Thank you so much.